Hello people, it's me again at the Signal Box and welcome to another video today. Thank you very much for joining me. Hope you're all well. Big shout out to my regular subscribers and viewers, and we'll crack on with today's video. So if you remember that in the previous video we unboxed and had a look at the 1993 version of the open cab pannier tank in private ownership red, and I said that it was a good runner, and the proof's always in the pudding, I suppose. So let's get things underway and give her a run, shall we? And she's just left the station now. With that nice long rake of Airfix wagons there, dating from 1976 right up to 1978, and a nice little Great Western tow brake van on the back as well. It's a bit cooler today in the UK. It's about 70, 72, 73 out there, which is lovely compared to the last couple of days. It's been really hot, so it's nice to have the railway set up and a little bit cool. Just turn my big fan off in the background so you can actually hear how nice and silky smooth and quiet this thing is. Here she comes now. I think she looks really nice, and she makes very light work of that rake of 10 wagons there. Not at all a problem for that, and that's even without the traction tyre on the middle wheel. So I'm sort of dubious as whether to get a replacement off Peter Spares or on eBay, get a replacement set of tyres to go on those middle wheels there, but I think she handles it so far very well. She's managing those no problem. It's a little bit of a clonk because it goes across the nose part of the point work there, because it's got no tyre on the middle wheel there, so it's dropping down onto the nose part of the crossing, the plastic bit which is insulated, which isn't a problem, but we may need to put some tyres on that, I don't know. But so far she's working really well. Makes quite a colourful sight, doesn't it, today, running around the railway? Now I know she's a little bit shiny in terms of everything on it, in like the wheels, the con rods, body paintwork finish. It is a little bit shiny, but it's got a certain charm to it, I think. It really has, that little open cab pannier. And they're very Victorian looking, because that's from the age of when they first came out on the Great Western. In those days, the train spotters of the Victorian days called these matchboxes, because they're open cab and general over appearance had the appearance of a matchbox. Nothing to do with Matchbox toys, of course, but that's quite a little colourful addition, I think, on my railway. Yeah. So just a little bit of an update. I've got a black one of these, as you know, but last night I scored an absolute bargain. I think it's £32 on eBay. I got a Great Western green one of these in the box with the vacuum pipes and footplate crew and everything in really, really, really good condition. So that's on the way. So I've got a Great Western green one of these on the way, and that will be fun when it arrives, because we'll get that out and show you guys and girls as well. Then I'll have 3. They are quite a charming little engine. That's why I like them. I always wanted to own one of these ones as a young person. But now I've got 3, so I'm quite happy. Or the third one's on the way. What's happening with the buck jumper, you might well ask, or may want to ask, because if you remember in a couple of videos ago, I did say that I had to send off one of my buck jumpers to Accurascale because it had developed a motor fault, or it's more so gear fault. I think the gear train had come adrift or snapped off, quite possibly. Anyway, I've sent it off to Accurascale. They've now got it, so I reckon another week or so and we should hear some movement from them. It's up in Doncaster at the moment, believe it or not. That's where it's gone. So I would imagine they're dealing with it, and at some point I will get it back, and then I'll be a happy chappy. So what have we got coming up in terms of railway then? Well, today obviously I'm going to run some trains. We're going to get some more trains running, not just this one, in a little bit. And next week, on Friday next week, I am off to Swanage for a little dip in the sea, hopefully. And more importantly, a trip on the Swanage Railway. So there'll be some video posted about that, so stay tuned for that one. I'm hoping they've got Manston in steam, which is the Bullied Light Pacific. That would be fun. They've got the T9 up there, I think. We're not sure, but I know they've got Eddystone up there, which I've been behind before. Eddystone I've been behind. The S-Class I've been behind. But yeah, I need to go behind Manston. That will be really cool if they get Manston out. It's there anyway, so we shall be interested to see what's in steam next Friday, and I'll be on it, breathing in all that glorious smoke and steam and oil and coal smut. Lovely. You can't beat it. But whilst I haven't got that, we have to make do with the pretend miniature. If someone was to ask me, I suppose, what is your preference in terms of steam engines, what's your favourite type? Are you a Western man, or are you a Southern man? Are you a Midland man, or are you an LNER man? Well, preferably, my top preference always is LNER, because of my family lineage working for the Eastern region. And after that, it's pretty much anything on the steam side of things. But the Western engines, not just this little fictitious little red open cab Panion that's running around now, but the Western engines, I think most of you would agree, that are very, very handsome engines in real life. They had a very unique Victorian Brunellian look about them, with their brass copper tipped chimneys and their safety domes, safety valves, everything done really uniquely, the Great Western way, as it was known. And they did have their own very unique way of doing things and a very unique appearance. Certainly the Western engines, all good engines. So that is doing rather nicely today with those Raker wagons. Okay, so while I've got this train currently at a stand in the Centre Road platform, or the loop, you might notice something. Those who did watch my videos regularly, you might notice something obvious in that shot right there. It's to do with the station layout. If you haven't noticed it already, the main station buildings are gone. It's just that sort of kit bashed old Hornby station that I kit bashed into a station building with a canopy there. That building is temporary, and I'll tell you why. Because the other station buildings I've bubble wrapped up, and I've stuck them on eBay. I'm just waiting to sell them, because I'm having a custom made station building being built as I speak. I've ordered it, and it comes with internal lights, so I'm not going to spoil the surprise, but once it's up and fitted in, I'm sure it's going to look much better, and you guys will be able to see that hopefully very soon. So the old station layout there is looking a little bit smaller than usual, but that's temporary, and once we get the new building sitting on that pad there, it should look much more nicer. Anyway, stay tuned definitely for that one. Okay, so as I mentioned in the previous clip, I'm awaiting my buck jumper to come back all the way from Doncaster, having hopefully been repaired and sorted out, but we couldn't let the show go amiss without a buck jumper appearance. So here is 68619, there's Liverpool Street Pilot, aka the Pet, with a little rake of coaches fresh from Thornton Fields, going down to the street. There it goes, bosh. And just in case you're wondering where Gordon and Albert are, there they are, a crafty, cheeky pair of loco crew there from Stratford. There they are, tucked away in the cab. I love these magnetic roofs, they're so great. Love those. Anyway, on with the show. Okay, it's a little bit of Stratford meets Stratford here, because on track 1 coming round now is a Gresley K3 meeting the buck jumper on track 2. There we go, perfect Stratford scene as it goes past the camera. No doubt on its way up to Liverpool Street, behind that buck jumper that's going to drop off those coaches at Liverpool Street station, ready for that service to back onto when it gets up there shortly. Okay, ladies and gents, that's it for you today. That's your lot. So thank you very much for joining me in today's video. I do hope that you enjoyed it, and I shall see you soon in another video, and no doubt it will be the full size things doing their thing. So I will see you soon, hopefully in the next video. In the meantime, hope you stay safe, have a lovely weekend, and I'll see you soon. Thanks for watching now. All the best. Bye bye.